This is an expressive practice sample. You have been asked to render a message for a deaf elementary school student. The class is continuing their unit on fractions. You will have a 1-minute warm-up followed by a 1-minute break. After the break, you'll begin interpreting or transliterating. The warm-up will begin momentarily. Let's quickly review the breakdown from the last lesson. So, we introduced fractions. Fractions are parts of a whole. When we write a fraction, we have a numerator on top and our denominator on the bottom. We remember which is which with our denominator down number. Denominator and down both start with D, and our denominator is our bottom number. So, when we look at a fraction, we'll see a little number on top and a big number on bottom. If there is a large number beside our fraction, that is a whole number. All of our everyday numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are all whole numbers. When we have a whole number beside our fraction, that is a mixed number. And when we have our fraction with a small number on top and a large number on the bottom, that means that it is a proper fraction. We are going to continue with reviewing this information as well as building on it now. So, first we have 1/2. Is 1/2 a mixed number? No, it is not. It doesn't have a whole number. It is just a fraction. So it is not a mixed number, okay? What about 2/2? Is that a mixed number? Yes, because it has a whole number and a fraction. When a fraction has a neighbor that's a whole number and they're stuck together, that is a mixed number. Now, I'm going to show you a number and you're going to tell me if it's a proper fraction, a mixed number, or an improper fraction, okay? So first we have 5/6. Is this a mixed number, a proper fraction, or an improper fraction? Correct, it's a proper fraction. It is not a mixed number because our fraction doesn't have a neighboring whole number. Okay, let's get some more examples. If we have 13/8, is that proper or improper? That is improper. Good job. If we have 3/8, is that proper or improper? Correct, it is proper. If we have 2 5/6, is that proper or improper? That is proper because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. And the whole number is on the outside, so it is also a mixed number. So next, we're going to talk about how to turn a mixed number into a proper fraction. Now, why do we need to know this? Well, sometimes when we're working with fractions, it is easier to work with them as improper fractions. For example, when we're adding them or subtracting them, sometimes it's just easier if they're improper, okay? So let's say we want to turn 2.5 into, first of all, is this proper or improper? This is proper. Is this a mixed number? Yes. So we're going to turn this mixed number that is a proper fraction into an improper fraction. Okay, how are we going to do this? First, we are going to multiply our denominator by our whole number. So here, our denominator is 2, and our whole number is 2. So we're going to do 2 times 2, and what does that equal? Correct, that equals 4. And then this new number that we have, we are going to add it to our numerator. So our new numerator is 5. And then for our denominator, we carry over our denominator from before. So 2.5 equals 5 halves. All right. So let's look at this visually. So here we have 2 whole candy bars and 1/2 of a candy bar. If we're going to turn this mixed number into a proper mixed number proper fraction into an improper fraction, what we are trying to find is how many halves we have altogether. So first, we're going to cut our whole candy bars into what size? Into halves, because that is what matches our denominator. So we cut bar number 1 in half and bar number 2 in half. Then we add all of our pieces together. This becomes our numerator. So we have 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves, and 4 halves, all from our whole numbers, from our 2 candy bars. And then we add the half we already had. So altogether, we have 5 half candy bars. Does that make sense? Any questions? Where does the denominator come from? This denominator just carries over from the denominator from our fraction in the first place. Okay? So let's do another one. 3 and 4/6. All right, remember your times tables when we're doing these conversions, okay? So first we take our whole number and multiply it by our denominator. So 3 times 6 is 18, great job. And then we add 18 to our old numerator, which is 4. So that gives us 22/6. So does everyone understand? It can get kind of confusing, but we're just going to use this number for now, okay? So does everyone understand the difference between a mixed number, a whole number, and a fraction?